welcome back to Pyre. Thanks for being here and rejoining me as we follow the adventures of the Nightwings on their struggle to achieve freedom from the downside. The interesting thing being that the Nightwings themselves don't seem to be aware of the Nightwings before them. We just finished our struggle against the Dissidents, a very fast and challenging triumvirate of curs, the name for these sort of talking dogs that live in the downside. And we're going to continue our journey. Come dawn, you find Hedwyn and Jodariel assessing the current situation with the minstrel. Are you most certain? Aye, madam. I make no claim the journey shall be pleasant, but it is necessary. Hedwyn motions to you as they continue talking. Seems we'll have some work to do once we arrive in Flagging Hands. Let's get going, as soon as you're ready. The sooner we get there, the sooner we can leave. Flagging Hands is to review a gloom-filled, desolate region of the downside, beyond which lies the sea. A fetid sprawl of noisome, festering, unpleasant adjectives. Basically a disgusting swamp pit. Alright. Anything we can click on? I don't see anything. I guess Beetle Dune. Oh, this is interesting. Let's read this, even though we can't click on it right now. Beetle Dune is a clearing halfway across the valley, relatively sheltered from the elements. The shadows of old remains of things that once crawled across the sands now provide respite from the heat. Flagging Hands. You have not yet been to this region of the downside. The Lone Minstrel knows a relatively safe route down into the Flagging Hands region. Off we go! Whoa. It's very colorful. It's just gorgeous backdrops. Okay. Anyone wants to speak in here? No. Alright, we shall consider how to proceed. The Flagging Hands region has an oppressive air about it. There has to be a path forward. The Flagging Hands region proves as dismal as Jodariel indicated. The air is thick and foul. How far to the Pit of Milithe? Pit of Milithe. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. A fetid den in which the witch Milithe sealed the physical form of Islach Astralborn. Of course, I'm just taking a shot at these pronunciations. All the way across the marshlands, on the coast. Reader, would you join me in the wagon for a moment? We have matters to discuss. Jodariel and Hedwyn exchange looks. Then she turns to you. Go see what he wants. Ooh, new shiny. Thank you for your time, reader. I have something for you on behalf of my client. Before you is an artifact called the Beyonder Crystal. The Beyonder Crystal is an ancient artifact connected to the rites. Should the reader manage in your eyes, present the crystal only then. Message to the Lone Minstrel. You observe a shimmering crystal of some sort, beside the Book of Rites. As you have surmised, the triumvirates you are to confront during the rites shall stop at nothing to prevail against you. They have prepared for this for quite some time. The Beyonder Crystal may help ensure that you are well prepared in turn. It is a resource now at your disposal, to be used at your discretion. Gaze upon it, and you shall see what I mean. Henceforth you may use the Beyonder Crystal. It is calling you. Well, let's take a closer look at that. The Beyonder Crystal seeks spooky. Okay. That's okay. Well, anyway. Beyonder Crystal is a shimmering crystal inscribed with glyphs beyond your understanding. Interact and respect. We shall. You look upon the shimmering surface of the Beyonder Crystal. Some of your senses fail, though you retain a hold over your consciousness. An apparition appears before you, clad in the raiments of the rites, but incorporeal.
Senta, Corimsarios.
I said that you are not a total idiot. She reaches for the clasps on her mask.
Saramuka Noxalas.
So, the Nightwings have returned.
Shaloterio Mensa.
Oh, but where are my manners? You must be their lovely reader. Please, call me Sandra. Sandra the Unseeing. She is a wraith, expelled for eternity within the Beyonder Crystal, and bound to serve the rites. What? Fascinating. Okay. We met briefly before, when you first beheld the book, when you were stuck inside of it. I was among the phantoms your companions banished there, no doubt stroking their egos. You listened well enough to that damned voice. Now, I suggest you listen well to me. Goodness, okay. Well, what's the voice? Described within the book. It calls to you during the rites and reminds you of your exile. I bet it's that narrative trash-talking voice that shows up every time we perform or we combat a rite. I am bound in servitude to you, along with any idiots whose freedoms happen to be intertwined with yours. I know the rites better than anyone. I soon can whip you into shape if you but take advantage of my services. First, I offer scribe trials to those friends of yours. If they can pass, it shall be worth their while, and yours. Scribe trials are Sandra's series of special challenges, custom tailored for each of your fellow exiles. Alright. Secondly, my Beyonders and I avail ourselves for practice rites, should you be so inclined. Beyonders. The Beyonders are a special triumvirate banished for eternity and trapped within the rites, led by the wraith called Sandra the Unseeing. Practice rites are no-strings training competitions between your fellow exiles and Sandra's Beyonders. Well, that's quite good. I had begun to wonder at what point are we supposed to practice to get better for the more difficult, because certainly there's no way I will succeed every time. Or you could always come and chat and briefly free me from an eternity of boredom. You have invoked Sandra from the Beyonder Crystal. What do you wish to do? Wow. Okay. Well, let's ask what is on her mind. Sandra is bound to the Beyonder Crystal. She may appreciate having someone to talk to. I do appreciate the effort to make small talk with me, reader. Anything to break from the monotony of staring at the void within this place. Not that I could see it if I tried. She laughs at this, or maybe at herself. Certainly, I can make talk with my fellow Beyonders, trapped here as they are with me. You might expect that we would all keep each other company. There is just one problem there, however. We are all sick of one another. She laughs again, perhaps not at her joke, but instead at her predicament. I do exaggerate to some extent. There's a certain truth in this. We have been stuck together long enough that we have grown more distant rather than more close. But I had best not wear out my welcome with the likes of you, as I have long since done with all the others here. So carry on for now, and if those fools with whom you traveled learn something, come bring them forth to me, and I shall see to it they learn some more. Well, let's look into that. Request of her scribe trial. Choose an eligible exile to brave one of Sandra's challenges and earn a unique reward if they prevail. Alright. If anyone. Indeed. Looks as though one of those failures of yours is ready for a lesson in pain. Who shall brave one of Sandra's scribe trials? That is a great question. Can anyone but Rookie do it? Nope. Oh, okay. Ray must achieve a higher rank in the rights to be eligible. He's almost, yeah, Ray's brand new. Oh, it says no. Only Rookie. Well, let's do it. Sandra has taken an interest in Rookie. Prevail and earn a unique talisman. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Rookie. What? The loudmouth cur. Well, I suppose that he is ready, technically. Though I have a litany of reservations about him. But, let us bring him forth. Soon Rookie appears, in heed of the summons. Chum, why are you looking at me like that? We're about to find out. Curs such as Rookie Greentail are exceptionally quick and nimble in the rights, though tend to deal less damage. Oh, we have an actual fire. Alright, what's the big idea, huh? This some kind of trick you're playing, chum? The apparition Sandra then appears and unfastens her mask. Shut your snout and listen well, cur. You answer to me here.
Huh?
What? Your mouth runs quicker than those stubby little paws. You have much to learn if you have any intent to prevail in the rights. Let us see how you fare without the benefit of your trusted comrades. Save for your lovely reader. I guess it's you and me then, huh? Chum? Wherever you are? Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh no! Oh wow, they can reach. Oh no, that's not how that works. Whoa. Okay, almost Oh, I can't move around those. Alright. Oh, ouch. Okay. This is tough. Alright, got one. It's tough when they're so huge. Okay, that's to rage. Okay, now that I understand that. Oh! Forget, they can really charge fast. Dropped it. Oh, ow! I got two. Uh-oh. I got too excited. Oh, at least I get a full fire's worth of strength. Oh, yeah. Glory dive. Oh, yeah, that was a skill I picked up. Okay, I can do this. Coming? Come on. Oh. Okay, I got a little too. Oh, ow, no. So fast. Oh! How did I not hit? Whew, okay.
Noxalas!
Way to go, rookie.
Bobby, come!
That is how we do it, right, chum?
Ramafarushin.
It is. And you acknowledge likewise that you did not do it on your own, despite having to face my demon friends all by yourself. You passed my test, Kerr. Congratulations are in order, both to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Well done, us. Alright, what do we get? That Sandra kind of gives me the shakes. You know what I mean, chum? Hey, what's that you got? You received Jomoer's Fang for completing Ruki's trial. Jomoer's Fang. Rank 5 Legendary Talisman. Effect, after Ruki casts his aura, it lingers longer than usual, plus 200%. Wow, okay. Hold B to aura cast during a rite. Only usable by Ruki. Gnashing his teeth and howling as with joy, the brazen Alpha Chief threw himself at danger. Which I guess is reference to the scribe Kerr of the legend. That is awesome. I will accept your reward. Sandra? Well, that's very nice.
Norem Casteja.
I can get some. Alright, we're gonna try practice right. You express your interest in the practice rites. It seems to be a way to practice conducting the rites without all the pressures of the real thing.
Egriata ligaratus.
Certainly, reader. That is why I am here. See you in that blasted book in just a moment. My beyonders shall be waiting. Place. So, we're back. Look there. Our host approaches. Sandra appears and looks upon your fellow exiles.
Nare liberictus.
Welcome to the practice rites.
My dream.
Thanks. Great to be back. Love the decor. Honest.
Itrare.
Silence, Kerr. You are fortunate your reader summoned you again. You could use a little discipline. Now come forth, and let us see how capable you are. In the practice rites, no enlightenment is awarded. You may train here with your fellow exiles as much as you wish, or press start, that's start for me, to return to the wagon at any time. Okay. What we want to do is change Ruki's talisman to his new special one. Pick it up here. There we go. Excellent. Well, they're not going to get experience, so I'm probably not going to take... I guess I could take Tizo to try to practice using him. Because he's so odd. Okay. I will take Jadariel again. I think I'm going to swap this out for the Pyre Fortifying. Yes, Pyre Fortifying talisman. Here we are. Let's see how this goes. If you are ready then, Nightwings, grasp the orb, and we shall train with you. Very well. Ah, shoot, I am sucking. Oh no, no, I didn't make it. Glory die. Very nice. Alright, he's pretty quick. He's very quick with the upgrade for his freaking last time. Whoops. Ah, wrong button. Nope. Oh, that was bad. Nope, they're gonna do it. Yeah, I have really long spawn times. Oh, okay, alright. Nice. Okay. Nope, I wanted to jump. Enough. Did it, okay, nice, alright. I feel like they're a little too nice to me, but that's okay. It's still good practice. Your vision returns as the effects of the Beyonder crystal dissipate. Time seems to have stood still while you experience the vision. Alright, that's it. Okay. Very well. Alright, that's fun and very useful. Alright, let's continue on our journey. You find everyone is feeling rather miserable. You sense just being in Flagging Hands eats away at one's spirit. Only the imp Tizo seems unaffected. Most of your fellow exiles lost one hope for the next rite. Suffer alongside them. I will suffer alongside them. A moment, reader. There are several courses we may take through Flagging Hands. If you choose to prolong your stay, it may be worth your while. However, your companion's spirit shall likely suffer more. Oh boy. Follow field. The south route through Flagging Hands crosses diseased and wilted plains. The Lone Minstrel says you can improve a talisman if you take a job here. Plague Mont. The middle route through Flagging Hands cuts straight to the pit of Milithe. Edwin suggests taking this faster route will reduce your companion's loss of hope. Cold Moat. The north route through Flagging Hands crosses a mass grave. The Lone Minstrel says you can get a valuable item if you take a job here. Well, we are going to take the risk. We're going to try this one, because I don't know how much talisman improvement that is, and I don't know. I feel like we're still pretty early game. I don't know if it's going to be too huge right now. And honestly, I'm more interested in something brand new at this point than improvement of current items. So we're going to go for cold mode. The north route through flagging hands is dismal beyond reckoning. There is little talk among your group, yet you sense despair encroaching. Only Tizo seems unaffected. Most of your fellow exiles lost -1 hope for the next fight. I will suffer alongside them. Later, you accompany the Lone Minstrel in pursuit of his task here.
Umbre deserta.
Speak not directly to the living shade. Be true to your heart when responding to its inquiries. And make no attempt to look it in the eye. The Lone Minstrel offers these and other words of advice as you approach the burial mounds of Cold Moat, where many exiles of the downsides see their final days. Cold Moat is the north route through flagging hands, which crosses a mass grave. Even thorough burning failed to cleanse a certain haunted air here. Well, that's creepy. A glimmer of a shade appears before you as you stand surrounded by the dead. You barely see it, and it does not speak, but you feel its thoughts piercing your heart and mind. According to the shade, the book that you possess may lay some of the fallen here to rest. The shade leaves you to your work. You turn through the book, locating passages concerning freedom and the spirit. You recite such words as seem best fit to each of the fallen you see. It is draining work. The shade resurfaces after a while. It leads you to a hollowed stump, then fades away. You found a Nox shroom. You quickly put it away. What is a Nox shroom? Trade item, value 50 suns, I believe. This can be sold at the slug market. A seething bit of fungus, which holds value to certain denizens of the downside. Oh, it's very excellent. It'll be good, I'm sure, in the future. By the time you reach the pit of Milithe, everyone besides the Tizo seems to be feeling even worse than before. You sense their desire to leave this place as soon as possible. Most of your fellow exiles lost one hope for the next fight. Good gracious. This affects the duration of banishment. Yeah, it's going to be problematic, I imagine. New page revealed. The Empire's collapse. Let's visit the slug market. Oh, hey, you guys, you know, this place. A lot of folks, but not a lot of customers. You know what I mean? So have a look around. Alright. What have you got for us? Dash? More dash of Stardust. Ooh, raise the rank of certain talismans by +2. Scribe Rock. Rank 6 talisman. Grants the bearer +2 presence. An ancient bit of tough bedrock on which the scribes themselves must have tread. I wonder what presence is. I wonder if that's like the how far out your aura radiates. Faith Stone, rank 6 talisman, grants the bearer +2 hope. Well, that could make up for a current issue. A bit of polished stone that made it all the way here from the other side, and could one day perhaps return. And then these, I think, are the thing he's had since the beginning. Lunar Glass, oh, that's very expensive. While carrying the ore of the bear moves faster than usual, +10%. And Kerfang, when plunging into the adversary's pyre, the bear deals bonus damage. Of course, we can rank these up. In fact, we're going to buy this straight out, because we can. Proceed. We're going to sell that. Okay, and we cannot get that. That's too bad. We can get this though, and this is probably going to be most useful in the upcoming rite, because we're only going to, everyone's going to be -3. So let's take that. I'm gonna put that on somebody. Confirm transaction. Yes, please. And that's right. You're 200. You're 50. Yeah. Okay. We are done. Actually, we can assign these now. I'm gonna wait till before the right, in case we get yet another new character, so that. You guys really are my favorite customers, you know. Oh, thank you. Let's visit the wagon. We have something happening. It seems Rookie has something on his mind. You find Rookie rummaging in the corner of the black wagon. Hey, chum. You know what? It's good having somebody else around besides those two. So, come to think of it, there's something I wanted to get your take on. And you have to promise to tell me honestly. Would you say... What I mean is... He hesitates, trying to find the words. Look. What I'm trying to say is... You sense something serious is troubling him. He moves in very close, making sure no one else is in earshot. It's about my mustache. I've been getting some conflicting reports about it. Would you say my mustache, that it makes me look a bit, you know, unscrupulous? Rookie wishes to know if you think his mustache suits him. Well, I think it looks perfectly fine on him, so I'm going to say that. It is very handsome, and if anything, it gives him a distinguished sort of look. Oh, if I said no, something about it makes him appear less trustworthy, and perhaps less youthful too. Well, I don't like that. Or say nothing. His appearance is not your concern, nor is a drawn-out discussion on personal grooming. Well, I'm going to say it looks perfectly fine. You suggest that Rookie's mustache looks perfectly fine. He grins wide at you. Couldn't agree more, chum. I knew straight away that you're a real judge of character. Anyway, gotta check the wheels again for mites. See you around. He bounds off, out of the wagon. Rookie gained +1 hope for the next right. Oh, that's excellent. Alright, let's read the new page of the book. The Empire's Collapse. The Empire's Collapse, in the words of Gol Galathanian, the Master General. It was not long before the Empire began to crumble. With my liege gone, his own country quickly turned upon itself. I must admit that this collapse had started long before the Emperor's disappearance. His decision to give chase after a myth but hastened the inevitable. All the while the rope collar stood by, awaiting such a time as he could rule in my liege's stead. He would be our people's savior. His first charge was to organize a search for the missing Solium Myrrh. Warriors, pathfinders, and scholars heard the call and prepared to seek him out. What? That's all you get? Oh, I'm terribly on edge now. Oh, very well. Common room. Interact to view the roster. In the common room, you may review various notes and observations about your fellow exiles and their respective paths toward enlightenment in the rites. Ah, okay. Oh, interesting. Rites powers. Cast Gem Spoon. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Well, I'm not going to look at all this right now. Oh, or read it out right now. Wait, you have something? You're sparkly. You have something new? Probably because you're the new one. Oh wait, that's. Oh, I see. The sparkly is. Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to read that in any depth right now. And we're going to move on and see what comes next. And we're going to commence the rite. As you make preparations for the coming rite, you wonder if the stars above will even be visible through the dense fog hanging over the pit of Milithe. Then, Tizo seems to be very concerned by something in the vicinity. The little imp disappears in a hurry. Oh, is Tizo alright? He was so frightened.
Inum sa cognare.
He was not frightened. He was issuing a warning.
Sidanta.
Silence. Everyone, take cover. Jodario makes quick note of several hiding places among the nearby crags and rotted husks. You wait. Something about the place dampens your senses. All you feel is a creeping dread. Then from the shadows, a writhing shape slides forward, his hulking form draped in raiment. The shade stops. Slowly, its head turns from one of you to the next, each in turn. Adviseth ye to hide yourselves from us, little night wings. You trespass on the resting place of the astral board. We shall see ye when the stars muster the courage to illuminate this place. The creature vanishes into the dark. After a time, your companions reconvene. That was a bog crone. A bog crone is a serpentine creature native to the Commonwealth's southern bogs, widely feared. Though formerly part of the Commonwealth, the bog crones tend to keep to themselves.
Sumagasenta.
Indeed. That was Witch Udmilda of the Withdrawn. Witch Udmilda is an ancient witch with an unhealthy obsession for Israk, the astral-born monstrosity. The Withdrawn, triumvirate of bog dwellers, compelled by sinister forces rather than by freedom, led by the crone witch Udmilda. Tizo makes clear he has no love of Udmilda.
Cum sera rictus.
Although the rites dictate she cannot harm you bodily, with her, best not to take unnecessary chances. We'll take what chances we can get in all of this. Everyone, it's time.
Why, you made it, reader. Made it all the way to the detestable pit of Milith. In doing so, of course, you have disturbed your ancient adversaries, the Withdrawn. The deranged witch who leads them has big plans in store, should she prevail in all this. Now, as you know, I normally would wish you a shameful defeat. But in this case, I wish you a little bit of luck.
Oh, what has changed, kind sir? Crone Udmilde sees her companions gathered by their pyre. Such a flame as that shall never warm ye here, much less survive the night. Hear us, Israk. Make the night wings suffer. Islak is a monstrosity described in myths and ballads, thought slain by the 8 scribes. Even in death, the astral-born yet feeds upon our world, unsated by its own. We cannot describe in the story. Rookie trots forward from your range. Listen here, you old bag. You don't scare any of us one bit. You or your buddy Islak. Now, we doing this, or what? That question hangs in the air for longer than is comfortable. It does seem to have drawn Udmilde's attention, however. Ruki begins to squirm a bit. Then, Udmilde moves her slender fingers to her mask. Ah. Foolish. Islak shall grow. Islak shall grow. Islak shall grow. He shall consume ye ere your little flame has died. That we shall ensure. Woodmilda slides off toward her followers. Ruki remains motionless for a time.
Soup?
Whoops. It's alright, little buddy, don't worry about it.
Who shall strive for freedom?
Alright, we're gonna take Tizo because he's unaffected by the hope loss. That is a no-brainer.
Tizo.
It's so cute! We're gonna take Ruki because he has this talisman, which affects his aura a bit, and plus he has the hope bonus from our interaction with him earlier. So he is going to be at a better state.
Ruki.
Now speed might be a little better here, and I'd like to get, let's see, probably some more enlightenment on a character. So we're going to take her, and we're going to give her that talisman, yeah, the Faith Stone, which is going to give her +2 hope, which only puts her at a total of, oh actually, what do I do here? If I put it here, +3, it takes me up 1. We're going to do that. I'm going to take it and negate her hope loss completely from the travels. Alright, now let's see if this, I don't know what these people can do, so we're going to see how this works out.
Pray.
Celestian.
The choice is cast.
As the 8 scribes once vanquished Islak, so we shall prevail! No matter where ye go, Islak shall find ye and devour ye. Ugh.
Now begin. The orb is loose. The flame
Do
is
it.
stricken.
Hello! Alright. Nice jump.
Glorious.
Oh my god.
Quite an exchange. Brilliantly done.
Boy dive. Alright, so it looks like they're coming at me real straightforward, like. Yeah, very, very.
Tizo banished.
Oh no! That's bad. They're gonna land it probably. 3, 2, 1.
The
No,
orb
no.
quenches the flame.
No, that was very foolish on my part. I wasn't paying attention. Oh my god! That was a massive jump. I did not expect that to be possible.
Get out, Tizo. Fear not the purifying flame.
Okay, we do have him down. Uh-oh. Now they're gonna freak out. The lifeblood of Islak. It flows within this lair. And beneath this world is the lifeblood. It shall engulf ye in such blackness and despair.
The witch invokes a profane name I shan't repeat. Best beware of foul sorceries. Meddlesome imp.
Oh, whoa. Oh, okay, I messed that up. No!
Fire's
Oh!
wane.
Oh no, he threw it before I could get there. What? No! Oh my god!
Fire sputters.
Yeah, that's bad. I'm not doing well at all.
You seem unable to stop these people. That one almost got through.
Alright. What the heck?
As
Is that it?
per the sacred law,
Oh god, so close.
no more than a lick of flame remains.
Ruki!
And it
I mean,
is
Tizo! Tizo, yes. Because Tizo can
The
fly.
night wings prevail.
I don't know what was happening at the end. I was getting bounced
Victory
around.
so narrowly
Bumped
achieved,
around a bit.
and thus more glorious.
Yeah, glorious. Yeah. Whew.
The rite is done.
Tizo praises everyone's courage against Udmilde and the Withdrawn. See? Those bog dwellers. They're just a bunch of hissy talk. The scribes. They vanquished Islak. Just as we prevail tonight. Islak! We have failed thee, and the deed shall be repaid in blood. As for ye, fools, ye shall be consumed, and everything around ye, from the soil to the stars, ye shall see.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes.
Lord, they're creepy, are they not?
Something's awakened in the moon-touched girl.
The scribes, they whisper to you. They do, from time to time. Well done, Ray. Alright, Ray's masteries are the tricks of the rope call. The rope call, interesting. Excuse me. Tricks of the rope collar. Wright's masteries enhancing a savage's deftness and trickery. None could predict or outsmart. Kael'mar rope collar, chief aide of Emperor Asar. Her ability here is heightened reflex. The brief charge of time before Ray jumps or sprints is virtually eliminated. Excuse me. Oh, I like that, because that was very, yeah. That was an interesting thing I was dealing with before. Enemies of the Empire found armies at their footstep before they realized what was even happening. And her other path to mastery is the Grand Traitor's Leanings. Wright's masteries enhancing a savage's aggression and persistence. The rope caller was an idiosyncratic man whose interests he kept to himself. And the first ability is Snapcast. The brief charge of time before Ray can cast her aura is greatly reduced. Kael'mar rope caller learned to control his impulses, knowing it was necessary to his plans. Well, the way I'm playing at the moment, I really want that pause before her sprint to go away, so I'm gonna go for that.
A devious trick from the rope collar.
Tizo already leveled up. That's good. And we're done then?
Until the stars align.
So definitely, I mean, I have a handle on it, but I need to get used to a little bit better the controls and some of the buttons. I was trying to implode Tizo to stop somebody, and I messed it up. So I gotta work on that. Having secured victory over the Withdrawn after a few close calls, you and the others have some moments to recover from the ordeal in the relative safety of the Black Wagon. So, when can we get out of here? What, Greentail? Had enough of Udmilde's hospitality for the time? Oh, Jody, yeah, thanks. I'm good. The reader in the stars will point the way as ever. It's just, so far we've kept on going north. If that's the case again this time. The Sea of Solace spreads north and west from here for untold leagues. I could not tell you when last a vessel dared to sail those waters. Oh, I forgot to click on the sea. That's right, it'll come again. Tizo asserts himself during the conversation. What is the matter, little one? Tizo is trying to get you to come look at something outside the wagon. Reader, please go see what he wants. You excuse yourself and follow the imp into the dark of night. You find Ray and the Lone Minstrel already gazing up at the stars. Can you not read the stars yourself then, Mr. Minstrel?
La Fortadira.
I I fear it is not so simple as matters of cannot when it comes to me, Ray. We shall see what the reader has to say, for this is his charge. And here he is, in fact. Thank you for fetching him, Tizo. Tizo is happy to have obliged the Lone Minstrel.
Tatravarunta.
Reader, it would seem the skies have cleared to some extent. Please, look upon the stars and see where they compel us to go next. You look toward the heavens. Here? Nope, that's where we are currently. Nope, been there. Aha. Ores, the Azure Star. The Azure Star burns bright over the ruins of a lost frigate in the Sea of Solace. The rights beckon you still further north, toward the middle of the Sea of Solace. The Sea of Solace is an impossible oceanic expanse, pockmarked by crude little islands. Attempts to sail across the drowned sea do not usually turn out so well. That's not good.
Get Canada.
You're joking, right, chum? Does the reader seem the joking type to you, Greentail? We do not argue with the stars.
You care canta.
You talk like we can just go ride right out into the water.
Premis cavas.
Pardon my interruption, though perhaps we can.
Kirsa.
Say what?
Tamagraje.
My client, Sandalwood. He has a way of anticipating such eventualities. West of here lies a place called Big Bertrude's. The proprietor is an old companion of his. She may be able to assist us. Big Bertrude's is a small bog dweller outpost at the edge of the sea. All sorts of contraband used to come through here, some of it fatal if touched or inhaled. Good gracious. Headwind's smile returns. That sounds like our best shot right now. Let's pack it up and move as soon as possible. Alright. Someone wants to speak. Ah, Minstrel again. The Lone Minstrel seems to have something on his mind.
Are ligaratus.
Greetings, reader. It is good that you are here, for there is something that I wish to tell you privately. Do you have a moment? I shall not keep you long, though. I know your time is precious. The Lone Minstrel wishes to tell you something of the rites. Hear him out. I don't know squat, so let's do it. The Lone Minstrel seems a wellspring of information concerning your quest. You bid him to continue, and make clear your interest in whatever he has to say.
Hospitalitas.
Very well, and thank you for your time. And I should further note, matters that pertain directly to the rites I must reveal to you alone, for thus I'm obliged. In any case, when you confronted the Withdrawn and witch Udmilda, you might recall she tended to invoke a certain name. Islak, the Astralborn. I hesitate to say it even now. You would be forgiven if you took the ravings of Udmilda for mere nonsense. However, her words, as it turns out, ring with a certain truth. Before the union of the 8 scribes, when first they found themselves here in the downside, this land was even less hospitable, if that can be believed.
Kirasi feret.
It was ruled over by the greater Titans. The one called Islak was the eldest and most fearsome of the lot. The greater Titans are, or were, colossal monsters that once roamed the downside. The scribes together slew them one by one, and through this forged their bonds. Islak, we learned, was a monstrosity described in myths and ballads, though thought slain by the 8 scribes. Seems to be some sort of consumer, as he consumes things. Just the same, the scribes managed to defeat it. They later used Islak's own hide and ichor to bind the Book of Rites. What? describes it. What? However, Islak did not truly die, for by some accounts it seems to be incapable of death. The creature is regenerating even now, though very, very slowly. Its vow is to devour this land and everything in it. Only then can it return unto whatever plane that banished it to ours.
Cogna benedictus.
So, in a way, it is an exile, just like you. If ever should the creature be reborn, it shall be many ages hence. Thus the ravings of Udmilda are more or less inconsequential for the while. Yet, the history of Islak is inexorably linked to the rites, and therefore must be known. I trust your research of the book shall lead you to discover more in time.
Tarundadage.
I hope all of this is of some reassurance. And now I leave you to your more immediate concerns. I shall go check to see how everyone is faring at this time. He heads out into the evening, bidding you a good rest of the evening. Alright then. So, moderately creepy, and probably not as inconsequential as he's trying to make it seem. Well, there we are, another barely successful rite down, and we'll be heading north next. Thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully it's been fun for you. Please take care, and we'll see you next time.